because there was too much mana biscuit. So what that does is it also heals you of anything. A broken arm or leg, it will heal you of it. And this is called holy water. But it can also be used for other stuff, which we didn't know. So there were cases where on the original planet Earth, which we call Planet 1, God made a brook on Belize, and this brook had mana on the bottom instead of sediment. And water ran through it. And what happened was some people, well, everyone got killed and wound up in soul form hiding in a jungle with monsters about. So it was an interesting history with different sorts of creatures, some of them quite huge. This brook was discovered, and it was found that people could go into the brook and their soul would be refilled with a new body. So for angels from a batch who were created, they're approximately 3 foot tall, some as high as 5'11", and some as short as 2'4". So when created in batches, some angels are quite short. Most are around 3.5 feet tall. Human batch were the same. And so humankind are in fact originated from heaven as a batch of angels that were in heaven that were brought to earth through a wormhole by God to live on Planet 1. So the actual soul chassis size of humankind and angels on earth on this day, most of them are not the height that they should be. So the actual soul chassis size is 6'4" upwards, and we're looking at 6'4" to just under 8 feet. That's how tall the soul chassis is supposed to be. So with mana water, if a person went into mana water up to their waist for half an hour and then climbed out of there, what would happen is the mana particles through water go into the soul chassis and fill everything up. And then the soul gets filled completely. This means the person glows orange for about 8 hours. And then they'll be significantly taller. The soul structure is renewed, and they would look 16, but over 6'4". So that's a few things people don't know. When we talk about the out-of-body experience, which many people have described in the past, that is because the person was swapped for what we call a mirror chassis, and the mirror chassis looks like that person who's a victim while something terrible is happening to them, like rape, torture, or death, or injury, or anything like that. They wind up in what we call the control room and watch from the control room through an angel vision screen what's happening to them. So that's a brief explanation of soul material repair and how we in heaven protect it. You will come across incidents in New Zealand where it appears as though some brigands in society have actually managed to find a way to kill souls and cut up soul material. That would be because heaven has allowed them to do it to a mere chassis with the intent of putting the offenders through what it is they're doing to their victim. So do not be distraught when you see something like that, where someone's body's been killed and then their soul has been killed as well. What's happened is heaven has taken that person and swapped them for a mere chassis, which records the data telepathically and then will play it back on the offenders later in Purgatory. So that's a bit about soul material repair and how we protect it. Things people don't know on Earth, and it's handy to know, and I'm sure more information will come to light in the future. I am the Archangel Daniel, and I'm from heaven.